How can you become as accomplished an entrepreneur and philanthropist as Dr. Tony Jacob? People pay attention to what you do, not just what you say, he says. Tony's philosophy revolves around the idea that actions speak louder than titles, and that leaders have a responsibility to set the standard by their own behavior. He's the kind of leader who's the first to take on a challenge and the last to leave when there's work to be done. Dr. Tony Jacob sees this hands-on involvement as a powerful signal to his team, a way to show commitment rather than simply declare it. If I expect excellence, I need to demonstrate it myself, he says, whether that's in the decisions I make or how I treat those around me. Stepping up to the plate, he shows his staff that no task is beneath him, creating an atmosphere where effort and commitment are valued above everything else. It's about eliminating ambiguity about what's expected. There are no blurred signals when the leader's conduct clearly reflects the standards everyone is striving for. One of Dr. Tony Jacob's most distinctive traits as a leader is his reliance on trust, knowing that without it, real progress is impossible. Rather than micromanaging or hovering over every decision, he's known for giving his team autonomy. People perform better when they feel trusted, he notes. This hands-off approach doesn't mean there's a lack of accountability. Tony has a keen ability to communicate clear expectations while allowing for freedom in execution. People need room to own their work, he says. If you set them up with the right tools and give them the trust they deserve, you'll get results that far exceed what you'd achieve by hovering over their every move. Trust as a key value also goes far beyond the office environment. Tony applies the same principle in his philanthropic endeavors, where empowering local partnerships and trusting them to know their communities has led to more sustainable, impactful solutions. In Dr. Tony Jacob's view, flexibility is a critical part of staying effective in the face of shifting circumstances, whether it's a volatile market or an unexpected obstacle. Things change. People, markets, situations, he muses. Leaders have to be willing to shift with them. Flexibility for Tony appears in his responses to external changes, as well as in his readiness to learn from those around him, driven by his belief that leaders must stay curious and open to insights from all corners. You never stop learning, he says. And the moment you think you know everything, that's when you stop leading. Adopting this mindset, he's able to stay grounded while addressing sophisticated hurdles, pivoting when necessary to create solutions that keep his vision on course. A flexible approach, balanced with his clarity of purpose, allows him to lead effectively no matter what changes come his way. If I'm the only one leading, I'm doing something wrong, Dr. Tony Jacob declares. Creating an environment that encourages both ingenuity and initiative, he gives people the freedom to propose ideas, take risks, and assume leadership roles within their areas of expertise. Such empowerment fuels an atmosphere of creativity, where people feel confident in their abilities to lead without waiting for approval. The best outcome is when people take what they've learned and push it even further, he says. That's real leadership. When those around you are inspired to lead, grow, and make an impact. Tony doesn't measure success by financial metrics alone. He's deeply focused on creating value that extends beyond profit. Leadership without purpose feels hollow, he says. There has to be a bigger reason behind what we do, or we're just spinning our wheels. A purpose-driven approach has led to initiatives that balance profitability with a broader societal impact, particularly through his philanthropic efforts, believing that leadership is ultimately about leaving something better than you found it. That vision permeates every aspect of his work. Are you leading by example, or just giving directions? As you reflect on Dr. Tony Jacob's leadership philosophy, what actions are you taking to set the standard for those around you? Are you creating an environment of trust and empowerment, allowing your team to thrive independently? How adaptable are you in unpredictable times, and is your leadership grounded in a purpose that extends beyond profit?